Hi guys, welcome back to another video from Car Help For You. So in today's video we're working on an Audi. The code we've got today, well the issue we have actually, is the GR. Well, it's the fault code is P2425 if I'm not wrong, and what it is the exhaust recirculation staying open. Control valve staying open, sorry. So this issue isn't exactly what you may be experiencing. Like, you might have the fault code, but you might not be experiencing the same issues. So this car was idling very, very rough. It almost was as if it was going to cut itself out. This car went to another person who advised them to bring it to me. It's not really a hard issue. You just need to know a bit about what you're doing. So obviously the first thing we did was connect a diagnostic scanner. Brought up the fault code, which was P2425. I will shot a screenshot of that in the video. So obviously we know somewhere something's gone wrong near the exhaust, the EGR. So we head out to the engine. I do want to just say before I show you the fault, it is not on just A3s. This is on Audis, VWs, Skodas. It's very, very similar on almost all Vagcom engines. So anyway, without further ado, I'll show what it is. So we need to get into the engine cover. Like I said, we've just had this off. So if we put it to the side, right now look for the valve, which is just there. I know where ours is because I've done work on it. So if we go closely, what you can see is, oops, sorry, there we are. So there we are, it says in made in USA, and this is literally what you're looking for in your entire engine. This is what you're looking for. Ours has just fell down there. Let me push it back up. It just clicks into place like that. It's got a little lock there. It locks into place. Now it's not going nowhere. Just want to make sure the plug and everything's on. So basically what you need to do is you need to come around and find that. When you find that, bearing in mind your engine may be hot, so our engine was absolutely on fire basically. We checked everything else. This is the first thing we wanted to look at, to be honest with you. So obviously we looked at all the pipes connected to this were okay. Then we thought we'd look at the electric. As you can see, we've got electrician's tape on it and we've got a white mark. That's for the reason that we didn't replace this plug here. We fixed it. What had happened is there's two wires here, wire 1 and wire 2. And what had happened is one of the wires had actually snapped. So one wire was just hanging, although it didn't look like it was hanging, it looked like it was still in there. When we fiddled with them a little bit, it just came like in our hand. So we can see, right, this wire is clearly causing the issue. What we then done is we took the plug off, took the other wire out of the plug. Now this is something that you may not be able to do. So what I would advise is, if you're not knowledgeable on how to repair the plugs, just go on eBay and buy a new plug with a bit of wire on, and you can just put solder it and put some of the heat stuff onto it and you're good to go, you get me. Do put some tape over the top just for protection. However, this car needs to be out today, so we don't have time to order something from eBay, and we know how to fix this for now anyway. So what we've done was we stripped both wires back. We put a mark, if you can see there, it's got a white mark on it. What we've done was we marked this side, which is wire 1, and we marked the wire that was supposed to go here as well. So we put the correct wire in the correct place. So we took this off. There's a little lock on the side of here. Took that little lock off, opened the plug up, took the wires out, stripped them down, cleaned them with alcohol, put the wires back, well, stripped the wires, put them back in, new connectors, put the lock back in, plugged the plug back in, joined it back onto this. Went to the engine and cleared the fault, then came back, cleared the fault, started the car, turned it off, started it, turned it off. Done this 3 times. The second time we give it some light revs, then turned it off, then back on. We did obviously clear the fault code before we went ahead and done this. Then when we came back, it was literally just a system of tidy everything up. So what we then done was we put some electrician's tape around the wire here. We then went back, because we fiddled with this, we then went back again, started the car back up, and the engine management light came back. We didn't see a glow plug light, so that's the yellow springs. We didn't see that, but we did see the engine management light, so we knew something had happened here. And before we wanted to strip all this off, it was literally all we'd done by accident was just unplug this. It is something, literally, it's so simple, can cause such a big issue. So all we done is we plugged this one back in, went back and cleared the fault code, it was gone. We then decided, before we want to close it up any further, we want to take the car down the road. So we took the car down the road and back up. Wasn't far at all, just a couple of 100 yards and straight back. Checked this hadn't come loose, it hadn't. Checked the tape hadn't come off, the wires were all in place, this was fine. Obviously it wasn't too good because it just came off in front of you there. We must have not clipped it in properly. Anyway guys, we then went and cleared we read the fault codes. The stored fault codes, the permanent fault codes, there was nothing there at all the pending. We then came back and tied all this up, buttoned it back up, put it back together, and there was still no fault codes. So we've rectified the issue literally just by sorting that out. If that doesn't fix the issue, sometimes it's very rare there's a leak in one of these pipes. Again, if there's a leak in these pipes, you should see the leak as long as it's on top. If it's somewhere down, it's a lot of tracing job. If not, something that's very common on the Audis, the A3s in particular, is the EGR valve. It's also known on the VW Passats, from what we've worked on. EGR valve is a no-go. What happened was this was damaged so long on a VW Passat that it actually done damage to the EGR valve. So what you can do in that case is you can do an EGR blank, which is a DPF removal and a remap onto the car to tell the car there's no DPF in there. However, under new MOT laws, it's not really going to pass an MOT if it's had a DPF removal. There are people out there that will pass the car, and there are techniques to remove the DPF, gut it, so cut it out and put it back in a sense that it passes the MOT. There are people that can do that. We don't do that ourselves, however there are people that can do that. Or you can go ahead and just replace the EGR. If it needs a DPF, replace the DPF. Obviously you can replace one of these, you can get them from dealership, or you can just get them off eBay. So for this car, the part itself was actually £6 for sale on eBay. But one thing you can do is, if you're searching for your particular car, so you're searching for a Skoda, or you're searching for an Audi, or you're searching for a VW and you can't find one, just remember, not every eBay seller has got the time to list all the parts. What some of them do is just take a quick picture of the car and be like, it's breaking. So just type in your car. So for example, this one's a 2013 plate Audi A3. I just type in 2013 Audi A3 breaking. You get a lot more options that way. Anyway guys, if you do get stuck, just drop me a comment and I will try my best to get back to you as fast as I can. If you did like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.